make the strings.
Keep going. Maybe I need to tighten this a little bit more. Put it actually on the
on the little
on the actual nubbies.
thing is
Oh, I did too much.
spendy.
I did the silver because it kind of blends in a little bit, but I could actually paint them if I wanted.
I would do them black.
So, but one thing that concerns me is when you like lift it up, since it's just kind of on that top layer of the
Metal?
metal,
Like flexes?
it flexes a little bit. So then the other thing is I could just put a latch here, and then just have it to where it has only the safety.
Secondary?
So it has the secondary safety, so I could pop, and then safety right there.
That actually wouldn't be bad.
I usually go pop, safety too. You know.
Little.
And then go.
So since we're talking about safety,
Safety what? Oh, the three-wheeler?
That's good.
Alright, so you think I should buff it now, or should I?
Well,
this is going to be a week of the Civic and some of the Power Strokes.
why are we going through all this work when we're just gonna take it and have it crushed for a movie?
Oh, no, come look at this. So these are the other pieces
No,
I
don't
got
say
from
that.
the junkyard today. So I got these because I don't know if I had these, and then this was another piece.
Oh, the rear trim?
This was the piece I was missing for the rear
You
trim.
need to paint that.
And then, well, yeah, this is getting painted yellow, but then the lights.
Paint it black.
No,
It'd be a nice accent.
I mean,
Paint it black.
but
That way it'll be like a bumblebee.
Yeah.
well, I think it would look better yellow. It'll look more modern yellow. It'll look sleeker in the back. Well, because I'm painting the mirrors
Did you order
yellow.
the mirrors?
I found the mirrors. Mirrors are over there. Painting the mirrors yellow. Painting the trim. Painting the side skirts. Front and rear bumpers. That's what I need to paint. And the plan is, buff it tonight and paint it tomorrow. And we got to do some Power Stroke stuff. So, I guess that's gonna be your ramble for this, and maybe we're just gonna hop on the time lapse. But MotionAutoTv.com, we got some more hoodies in stock, and we got discounted ones, we got expensive ones. The Power Stroke shirts are $20.
Let's just make every shirt $20.
All right, every shirt is $20.
I thought they were $20.
And we're gonna fix this thing. This thing, it already broke, so I'm already having an issue with it, and I've literally driven it like 5 miles. So as you've seen in the last video, the roof turned out really, really good, and just a couple little more spots I needed to kind of go back and sand a little bit more and kind of make this thing just a little bit easier to buff. So the roof turned out really good because I was able to kind of really focus on it, kind of get it warm, let it kind of melt in. But there's a little spot right here. You can kind of see, no, you can't see it. It just looks flat. So I'm just going to sand and buff, and hopefully the plan is kind of get that done tonight so I don't have to worry about it. And then tomorrow I'm going to go ahead and get all these pieces done or get these things ready to paint is what I did at the junkyard. So these I'm probably just going to leave black. This is a little back trim. I'm going to paint that yellow, paint the mirrors yellow. Obviously side skirts, front and rear bumpers, all that type of stuff. I got the trim that goes in for the roof along the edges. And we're going to get started. day after paint, and this stuff looks freaking orange. I don't know. I need to play with the settings on this camera or something, because it's not that orange. It's your eyes. I don't know what it is, but so I used the quick clear on this, so basically like the production clear. So this stuff is pretty much ready to go, and so I could go ahead and actually like snap on these little side pieces, go ahead and put all the doors, all the little door handles and mirrors and stuff back together. So I guess that's going to be kind of the focus of today's video, is basically assembling the car somewhat, and I guess we'll see how far we get. Put it in, David.
It goes this way, right? Oh, you're missing
I think.
Homie.
Uh-oh.
Did you paint the front one or no?
Yeah. They're in there. Dave was trying to put in this guy right here. For some reason, I don't know. I swear we got this off of a two-door. But look at this. Normally there's a hole right here. Different. The keyhole, I guess, is almost in the same spot. But where those little ear guys mount right there, they're like, actually no, that one almost goes in, but this one over here doesn't go in at all. It's like way different. So I don't know what's up with this, but this one doesn't fit. With kind of getting this whole back situation done. You can see the taillight's a little bit dull right now. So basically what I've been doing is, these things have a lot of overspray from sitting around. So if you hear this, you can just hear how nice that sounds. So I'm basically hitting them just with a 3000 grit sandpaper, just kind of wiping them essentially just to get all the overspray off of them, and then once they're in the car, I'll just hit them with a little bit of polish, and that should be enough to shine them up, make them look like brand freaking new again. I really like the taillights that were in here. They're kind of like SI ones, but they're kind of ricier, but they're like kind of clean too. So I don't know, we'll just gonna kind of continue messing with that. Taillights are installed. They're all sanded down. Front headlights are nice and sanded down too. But getting ready to put the rear bumper on, but obviously there's this freaking ugly old 3-inch pipe coming out the bumper. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is just cut that off right there, because I'm not using this little side exhaust thing, because I was never really a big fan of it anyhow. So we're just gonna yank it off. Alright, so went ahead, got the headlights buffed on here, and kind of gave it a little bit of a buff right there. And you can see there's still a little smidge of a run on it, and it's not perfect, but I know that this is a slippery slope. So this is basically all overspray right here. I hit this with some 3000 grit, but that's basically what it looks like, is just completely freaking oversprayed. And obviously like a lot of dirt and stuff, because it's you know, it was just kind of an engine bay paint job. But so I'm gonna go ahead and pull the headlights back out of it, kind of give this a wet sand with some 2000, see if I can knock down this run right here a little bit, and then go ahead and give that a polish, and then try to get the bumper and stuff fitted on here, and make it look kind of nice. The other thing I need to do is actually mask the inside of this grill, because it looks just kind of looks kind of weird just being all yellow like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and mask the outside of it, I guess, and then hit it with some like satin black, make it look a lot better. All right, so check this out. Look at that. It's hard to get it in the light so you can actually see. So not perfect, but you know, I don't think it was ever really perfect to begin with. But I mean, that is way. Oh yeah, look at that. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. This actually is a really cool color, and that is the color of the whole engine bay. But obviously, there's tons and tons of overspray on everything else, and I knew doing this would kind of turn into a slippery slope, but I might hold back and I might not go crazy with that, because that, I don't know, it took me probably 45 minutes to sand and polish and do all that stuff. So I mean, if I honestly wanted to, I could just pull this motor mount out and, you know, kind of sand all that stuff. But if we're gonna do that, it'd almost just be easier to scuff it and just paint it and just not get runs or overspray in it when we repaint it. So I guess that's it for the engine bay side of things. I still need to adjust this door a little bit. When you pull it, I basically need to loosen the front bolts, lift it up a little bit, and then tighten it again, and then put this little side trim on. And then once I get the door actually aligned correctly, then I could go ahead and throw the side skirt on, and then probably like the gas door and a couple other little things like that I need to actually. Alright boys, look at that. So this is kind of the complete side. So David actually got this side. We got the side skirt on, he put the door handle in and the mirror. And then it actually has the little thing on here. And the only thing we need to do is set the hood pin guy on it. Where are the hood pin guys? I guess we could set the hood pin guys on it. Wow. Why am I recording that? That's good footage right there. Oh, Dave tighted it too much. Oh, look at that.
Fucking UFO. Look at it, like pinching the hood. Look at that divot that you made.
I mean, that looks like a freaking Civic.
You need to loosen that one.
Now it just needs all the freaking windows on it. Yeah, I do need to. Well, and the headlights aren't fitting the greatest, but all the windows are tinted other than the windshield. We might have to do that though.
Should just do the.
So nobody can see me driving a Civic.
Should do the mirror.
Alright, so just gave these taillights a nice little polish. Man, they look freaking nice. So I did have an issue with the back yellow piece that I painted where the license plate holder goes. And so I'm trying to decide if I should actually paint this yellow like the car, or just, you know, kind of give it like a satin black type of look. I really don't want to paint, because literally that's the only piece that I would need to paint again. Everything else turned out really nice. As you can see, we got her pretty much all together, other than weather stripping and stuff, which I have a solution for that. And I don't know, I have such a hard time just letting stuff go. And this whole interior is just kind of gross. Obviously it has like overspray and everything all over it, and carpet's super dusty, kind of oily in some spots. But yeah, so we got the hood pins officially in, front bumper and everything on it, and Obviously with the new lip down there, black housing headlights. Really trying to decide if this, probably paint this black, the honeycomb paint that black. I think it'll look a little bit more aggressive. But yeah, the hood pins and everything look pretty decent in there. And now I just need to decide if I'm going to do like a hood dump exhaust on it or just leave the wastegate. I have one of my buddies, he's making me a little plate to go around that. And then hopefully sometime this week we should get the glass and everything installed. Just kind of waiting on the getting back with the windshield guy. I forgot to call him today. So he needed to order the trim that goes around the windshield. And then I think we're just going to stick these in without the trim that goes on them. I got these guys, need to throw a quick little thing of paint on them. But yeah, let me know. Do you think it's okay leaving it black? Just kind of freshen it up so it looks like nice. Or, you know, because the windows are going to be black, that's going to be black, the wheels are going to be kind of black. So, and the taillights are kind of the smoky style. But yeah, it's definitely coming together. Definitely looking like a freaking Civic now. Versus just a damn shelf or a piece of yellow stuff. So, yeah, it looks really freaking yellow. So I appreciate you guys watching, and I guess that's pretty much it. So we'll see you guys with an update on the WRX here in a day or so, and then by the time the next Civic video, we should have a lot more done with this thing. So catch you guys later.